When it comes to the success of a small business, the focus is most often on innovative products, smart digital marketing, and robust customer service. Seldom does the spotlight fall on one of the most potent but overlooked aspects of business development: interior design. Interior design can be the silent architect of a business's growth, a strategic investment that speaks volumes about your brand, converts casual visitors into loyal customers, and boosts your bottom line. In an era where customer experience is king, every element of business, including the aesthetic appeal and functionality of a space, can heighten or diminish the perceived value of a brand. All right, so it's time to formalize an approach that embeds life safety planning into the very DNA of commercial interior design. Thankfully, your PCI podcast team has created a 3-part framework that's going to serve as a roadmap to weave life safety principles into every facet of your design process. So, Robin, you're going to get us started in thinking, what are the the basic things when it comes to life safety?
So number 1 is making sure that there is an exit close enough to you to get out and that the door is swinging the right direction. That's good. So that's one of the things we do in code study, is making sure that we have a limitation on how far the farthest point of an interior space can be from an exit door into the corridors and then out to the exit of the building. That's our first thing. That's about the path of travel. The second thing would be signage and fire systems, things that blink and flash, and signs that say exit here. Those are necessary. There's requirements on how many of those have to be in a visual point in a corridor and in a room, and the emergency frog lights that come on and light the space. And those, this is all, we work in conjunction with, of course, the people that are in their specialties, like the mechanical and electrical and plumbing engineers. They're also working in this. There's fire engineers too that work on the sprinkler systems. But our knowledge base is required to know what needs to be in that area. And then we work with them to finalize all of that. And the third thing that a lot of people don't know is down to the materials and the furniture. So us understanding what wallpapers or what wall coverings can go up. They have to be fire rated if they're going in a commercial building. It's different than your house. I can put some things in your house I can't put in a commercial building because they just aren't rated for that. Same thing with furniture. There are fabrics and finishes. There's even foams that are allowed to be in commercial spaces, or at least are approved for usage in a commercial space.
Okay.
Because of their flammability.
So, Robin, can you tell us in a practical, real-world example of how you have done this both and approach, where you're prioritizing life safety, making sure it's functioning right, but it also looks good?
Right. Sure. I'm working on a project right now that it would have been really great to have a door missing from this wall, because then we could have done some more fancy wall coverings, but we have to have the door there for life safety code. So we're just reworking our design plan in order to keep the door where it is. It's also a cost savings for our client to not have to move the door, but also not compromise the design. We're just going to rework where things land on that wall so that we can make sure that they can escape if they need to, but also so that, the design is not compromised.
Yeah. So you can pivot. You're really good at being like, well, it'd be better if this, but we're going to make it work, honey.
Yes, we can make it work. And that's part of, I think, the problem solving side of design. I am attracted to puzzles naturally because I love problem solving. And that's 80% of my job is problem solving. And this is part of that. We have to comply with safety, but we also want the spaces to be really highly functional for the end user and also beautiful. And to me, that's kind of the ranking. Number 1 is safety and code compliance. Number 2 is functionality. And number 3 is beauty. And this is also in relationship to, if we're on the safety conversation, we do a lot of medical. So understanding, self-healing surfaces and antimicrobial surfaces. And
sure.
Speccing into a project, making sure that all of our seating has an antimicrobial finish on it. That's one of the things we do. We want everything to be bleach cleanable because they're working in those environments. And
sure. You get a kid comes in, is just coughing all over a chair.
Totally. Well, and that's part of it, is that as a designer, if you're not fully aware of all of those, that list of details that's in a fabric spec, if you don't know what you're looking for, then you might specify something and they go into bleach clean it, and all of a sudden there's the fabric's not holding up, or it's starting to mar because of that, chemical being used on it. Well, you just specified the wrong fabric.
A lot to think about. Robin, thank you.
You're welcome.
Always entertaining and enlightening.
Thanks a lot for having me. I guess it's my show.
Yeah, it is your show.
Thanks a lot that you listen to me. Thanks for listening to me.
Have a good trip.
You do. You do.
Interior design isn't an extravagance reserved for big brands. It is a tangible investment that can yield immeasurable returns. In an increasingly competitive market, the merits of this strategic approach can make all the difference in not just surviving, but thriving.
Hasley Commercial Interiors, designed to help your business grow.